Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to make this crop top. It's just so simple. So we'll go ahead and get our measurement, and this is the measurement I'll be working with. So I went ahead to draft my pattern, and I drafted I got my shoulder to my bust point, to my armhole line, to my waist, and to the length of the top. I went ahead to also to get my neck depth, my neck width. The neck I'm working with in this tutorial is the width is 4 inches, while the depth is 4 inches for the front, and while for the back I used 4 inches for the width and 1.5 inch for the depth. And the reason why I'm using this is because there is no zip at the back of this top, so I needed it to be a bit wide so my neck, my head can pass through. My head can pass through the neck, so it won't be too tight. That's why I'm making it 4 inches width and 4 inches depth for the front. So I went ahead and draft my pattern. I divided my round bust, my round hip, my round waist by 4, and I added 1 inch seam allowance also I needed the ease because this top is not having a zipper, so I needed it to be a bit loose and not too tight. So I added ease allowance and my seam allowance for joining on the sides. So I went ahead and did my cutting on the fabric. So I'm using the same pattern for both the front and back. So I went ahead to cut out the back first on the fabric. So after I cut the back, I now went ahead to cut the front. And the reason why I did this is because the front armhole is not the same as the back armhole. That's why we have to cut the back first before cutting the front. So I went ahead to also cut my interfacing. The interfacing is like a small lining. I use it to finish the neckline, and this is me here cutting the interfacing I want to use for the front, and I also went ahead to cut for the back. Though you can use your binding to finish the neckline, but I decided to just use my fabric to finish. Yeah, so this is me here cutting the interfacing for the front, and then I had to pin it down so as I'm cutting it doesn't shift. So I went ahead and cut the interfacing. I cut for both the front and the back. The interfacing can actually be in any shape. You can cut a square shape, a round shape, depends on your creativity, depends on what you want. So this is me here showing you that it can be circle, it can be round, it can be square. So that is what I did here. And interfacing is just like a mini lining. I don't want to use a full lining, so I just needed a mini small lining. So I went ahead here to overlock the edges of the interfacing, and I already sealed the neck here because I wanted the neck to be well finished. That's why I decided to opt in for an interfacing. So I went ahead to overlock both the edges so it doesn't frail, so that everything will be looking nice. And so after that, you go ahead and sew your shoulder. You join the front shoulder and the back shoulder together. And this is me here just trying to show you the finishing of the neckline. See how it is looking so nice. And just make sure you show it, you sew it nicely, and it's going to come out very, very well. Just make sure your needle is not blunt, your needle is sharp, and so everything will come out so nice. So now we'll go ahead and join the shoulder. And before you join your shoulders together, before you join both the front and the back shoulders together, make sure that the right side of your fabric for the front is facing the back side, the wrong side. Okay, let me explain it very well. Make sure both the right side of both the front and back are facing each other. Okay, let me put it that way. The right side of both the front and back are facing each other before you couple your shoulder together. Please don't make that mistake. The right side of both the front and the back must be facing each other before you couple your shoulders together. And after that, you go ahead and sew and join it together, and you will have a very nice finish. Make sure you're holding the 4 pieces together. We've got the interfacing for both the front and the back, and the main fabric for both the front and the back. So making 4 pieces on that shoulder. So make sure the four pieces are well aligned together before you join them. So after that, I went ahead to cut my sleeve because I wanted a flare sleeve, and this is the flare sleeve. I cut it on paper, and this is my beautiful crop top. I hope you like it. It's a beautiful